Hello, I'm Juliet.
And I am Tommy.
And we are in Automatic Loveletter, and this is Buzzine.
Tonight, let's rid ourselves of love.
It all started when I was living in California, and I was signed to an indie label, and I wrote and recorded an EP that MySpace featured. I was on the front of this is before you had to pay for it. And they featured me on the front of MySpace for about a week, and I started getting 60, 70, 80,000 listens a day, and I was like, what is going on? And then major labels started calling in, and next thing you knew, I was out touring record labels, playing for presidents of almost every major record label.
So now everything fell into place, and we're on Sony Japan. And we have a great band.
Yeah.
Great team and everything.
We're still alive tonight, oh, so quickly.
There's many probably defining moments for this record, but one that we've been talking about a lot lately. We have a song called "Fade Away" on the record, and it's actually about a car accident that we got into, and we almost died. And it was a terrible car accident. We wrecked her car, totaled it, and what we did is she had just driven her car across the United States from Florida. Been here for 2-3 days with it. Car gets totaled. We were in the middle of writing for the record, and we just went straight to the studio and wrote "Fade Away," which is about, not dying, dancing around crashes, and not wanting to fade away.
When we recorded "Story of My Life," I don't know, I just felt like it brought all the songs, because the record's very different, and songs are generally not really the same. I would say it's kind of very dynamical and very roller coastery, and after doing "Story of My Life," it had the country to it, and a little bit of the verses are a little bit country, but then the chorus is very rock. I don't know, after recording that song, I was just I felt really excited about the record. And it was the third song in, and I just knew that the record was going to be awesome. You watch "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and the way it was shot, or even Fiona Apple's "Criminal," and Big Me, Foo Fighters. We wanted to pull together that kind of timeless rock vintage video, and
make a statement with it too.
Yeah.
It's a staple for us. I remember getting to the warehouse where we were shooting this.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. and they had a bottle this big of whiskey for us. That's all that they got us. There was food and there was drinks and stuff, but as far as personal things, the director was kind of into us, continuing to, have a little sip here and there, because it really, nobody got drunk, but everyone was very loose, and it made the whole process
more rock and roll.
More rock and roll, and more easier for me to tolerate.
It was very getting into ourselves a little bit more. Just made it open up a little bit easier.
Yeah, especially when you're playing a song 350 times in one day. The day was so tiring. By the end of the day, the director would yell, "Cut," and we would fall.
Literally.
Just collapse. I couldn't stand.
Thank God there was a bed.
Yeah, she was on a bed. They were taking my shirt off between every take. I had a denim button up on, so you could just see every ounce of perspiration that was coming out.
Hold it up to a huge fan.
They just one of the runners would have to run up and hold it up to this fan for 15 minutes and dry it off, and then be like, "All right, let's do it again."
I wasn't naked in the shower. I had modesty cups on.
It was all pretend. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter because she's a grown-up, and we're a rock and roll band. She's allowed to get a little bit. That's as far as it can go.
That's as far as it can go.
Late at night, especially when it's time for everyone to shut up and just coast.
We do sing-alongs. We get lots of sing-alongs going at night. Someone whips out a guitar and.
Anytime we pass a Whole Foods, we have to go to it.
Yeah, I love going to the grocery store. If I find a grocery store or make them take me to one every day, I love being there. I love grocery stores.
I have this picture of her sitting outside of a gas station. Here's the door to the gas station. She's sitting down. She has a Bunsen burner, a frying thing, a bowl, a bunch of she sat on the ground and fried herself some food up and made a salad, and then put it in a Tupperware and jumped back in the van. for us all to
I
smell.
don't like to eat fast food. Sorry, I don't like to put gross, not real.
She does
flour
like
in
to
my
all of
food.
a sudden like open a can of tuna fish and not tell anybody in the band. We're like, what is doing? Oh,
Sorry, sorry, it's gonna happen. Just accept it.
It's everything that happened here and it takes the pain.
It's sad now when I hear, yeah, they were actually kind of like he could actually sing live. It's like,
yeah,
as a
surprising.
singer, shouldn't you be able to sing live? Like what?
Stop this live auto-tune crap. I mean, it's like okay.
know.
It's okay to have idiosyncrasies in your live show. It's what gives a character. It's okay to sound vulnerable. We don't need to sound like a synthesizer while you're singing. You know, it's so obvious and painfully lifeless.
I blame Cher.
Do you believe?
You know, like either they see us live and they're like, I'm gonna go buy this record right now, or they hear the record online or their friends show it to them, and then they're gonna be like, when are they coming to our town? And then come to our show. Either way, I want them to go towards us, whether it's on paper or in person.
I want people to walk away going, that was a real band that I just saw. You know, there's been so many times that I've walked away from stages and shows and gone like, I don't believe you. I don't buy it at all. We have a girl singer, but it's not a gimmick. We're a rock and roll band that happens to have a singer that's a female. And I want, you know, them to walk away with that taste in their mouth. Like that was, I believe, I buy all of that. The passion, the way they play, it's like, it's not a gimmick and they're real.